I just tell my story. I write the things that only I can say. Nobody else can tell the stories that I tell because they true to me. They true to where I come from and the people I grew up around. So it's only a story that can be written by Joseph.
Yeah, let's get to it. I say a prayer and I get to it. If it's a problem, we get to it. Never know how we get to it. I took an L, had to get to it. I overcame what I've been through. If it's a problem, we get to it. Never know how we get to it. Let's get to it.
Hey, what's going on, loved ones? It's Joseph, and welcome back to another episode of Joseph Live, where the story is the name. And I'm here with two of my closest friends, my brothers, my friends in arms when it comes with the music, all things artistry, brothers as far as family goes, Oso James and Jones, a.k.a. RKJ, a.k.a. Ronald K. Jones. My brothers, what's going on, family?
Man, what's good, brother?
Yeah.
Appreciate you having us, man. Thank you.
I had to catch y'all. Y'all super busy. Also, you just came back from cutting hair for TCU at a bowl game.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? How was that?
It was live, man.
Yeah.
It was a crazy experience.
Yeah, and you been riding with You a real Fort Worth dude.
Yeah.
You ride with your city.
Yes, sir.
For the fake 817. We going there.
It didn't take, but how long we been?
Nah, it's 2 seconds. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's all love, but nah, that's what's up though, man. Proud of you. RJ, you just got in town from, Compton. How's that going out there?
It's going well, man. Been doing a lot of community work and just putting my hands like in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Feet on the ground, boots on the ground, getting to it. Man, it's been a blessing. It's been very interesting.
Yeah.
But I never thought I'd be in the Compton community doing what I'm doing, and I'm just thankful to God that I'm able to do it for real.
Yeah, and yeah, that's crazy, bro. And I love to see you out there. Also, I love to see you. We've been at the conception of all of our journeys, like our friendships have, and we'll get into that. But I want to get into this quick segment. The subline of the pod is the story is the name. Y'all know my name is an acronym: Joy, Sacrifice, Pain, Hustle. So what I like to do, kind of my gift to everybody who sit down with me, is telling them the meaning of their name if they don't know. So first, RJ, I don't know if you know, but Ronald, your name means ruler's advisor or mighty counselor. Now tell me that don't fit your personality, bro. Like mighty counselor? That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, bro, you know he is a mighty counselor, straight up. And then also, fun fact, I actually, we came up with your artist name together. If you want to say, just share how we came up with that part before we go into the meaning of your real name.
Man, I was just rebranding. We was just rebranding. I wanted to step back in the scene of, music, creating. I've always been a creator, and just on the spot of just like, man, I didn't want to use my government name. So it was like, okay, cool. My grandfather, his name, they called him Bear. And so I knew I wanted to use the name Bear, but there's so many artists out there with the name Bear, so just using it in a different light. And so it's also, it just flew better, you know what I'm saying?
And it's stuck, stuck. It's cold,
It's crazy because like a lot of like the homies that I grew up with, they be like, when we start calling you Oso?
Right, when we just did,
just did.
That's hard, bro. But your name Marion, it means the Hebrew version of it. It's strength and resilience. So strength and resilience, and that's like, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, that even applies to the Oso part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was my little gift to y'all is the meaning of y'all names. Now let's get to it. Nah, I was just playing, bro. But me linking with both of y'all happened in a very similar and unique way. RJ, I'm gonna start with you because we met first. We met in 2019. I had just moved back. Do you remember our first encounter? You remember how it happened?
Yeah, you was at the Ricky Blue had his rent money.
Yeah.
His rent money show, and I went to support bro because that's a good bro of mine, and I just remember you being up there and performing. I was like, bro, cold. Like I don't know who this is, but definitely evident that they belong on the stage, and this is they atmosphere to do what they do. So I just had to pay my respects and let you know, like, hey, bro, that's tough. Like, you tough. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro did it in a real like Prince fashion though, like how like you just walked up. It was like you came out of nowhere. I turned around and you just like there, like you know what I'm saying. Then you was like, "Hey, bro, that was cold." And then I was like, "Man, thank you." And I blinked and he was gone. Like he just, if you know RJ, you know how he is. I just blinked and bro was just gone. But then we just kept running into each other until we eventually like linked up at a fashion show because. If people know you, for those who don't know you, you're a multi-disciplinary artist. So you not only do music, but you do fashion and all type of stuff. Like you do fashion, and so we met at a fashion show, and we all, me, you, and another homie, 7, we all just happened to have all black on, clean, and somebody actually, Nunez, you was at that fashion show too, right? I feel like you was there too. And
high end.
Yeah, you was there too. So the whole core of our like crew was at this thing at the time, and we didn't even know each other for real. Cab was there too that night, like crazy enough.
Yeah.
And we just linked and we kicked it that night, and from there we just super tapped in.
Facts.
Started a group.
Facts.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What do you remember about those early days of like working together?
I mean, everything was just falling in place, and it was a cool wave of energy that just like 2 waves that crashed but was going into the same direction. Not crashed like this, but more so like, all right, bet. So it was just flowing. It was a good time, very creative, very authentic. I think it was the birth of like new levels of artistry and bringing in new characters, which then inevitably just pushed us to our purpose within the music realm and being able to see what the direction was about to be. I feel like it was a lot of directing and transformation going on during that time where it was like, I bet if you was looking or searching or wondering where you was about to go, this gave you a good glimpse and showed you just the different roads that you could take in order to going into that next chapter, which was very fitting, especially with like where you was mentally, where I was mentally.
We was on some dumb shit.
Yeah,
Can I say that?
We was on some like either you can go out here and just continue to be that guy and be on whatever you want to be on, or you can still like encapsulate your purpose, which is always the mission, always what you think you're doing, but it was even showcased even more like, all right, if you want to go do this, you could do it this way or this way.
We was at a real crossroads without even knowing it.
For sure.
That's the crazy thing about it, because we didn't know, this is like late 2019. Pandemic hits, and then, obviously everything that happened with me and my wife, like we fixed our marriage, and, I get, my relationship with God, we rocking again, and like everything starts building in a different way. I make Focus Your Aim, Empty the Clip, and I remember you gave me one of the most important phone calls, because y'all know how it is as an artist, especially when you like just start. Well, people are just, everything is starting to bubble a little bit. You feel like ain't nobody listening. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst feeling. Like you work so hard to be like, don't nobody care, or they might, like it that day or share it that day, and then it's dry. Mm-hmm. But I remember you called me, bro, and was like, "Hey, man, like this album, like this is speaking to my life with where I'm at." Like that was a really pivotal moment for me, because I was feeling like nobody was listening to what I was saying, because I knew I was saying something that was real and different. But talk to me a little bit about like just you being able to be that mighty counselor and reach out even in those moments.
That was a very specific moment. Like I was very obviously everybody was tapped in on the spiritual level and with the Most High even more during the pandemic.
Right. Because we had to sit down.
You had to, and like it was cool because I was pretty much, that was my lifestyle already, but with other people also getting into those spaces and everything being pretty much cleared out, I was able to travel with that even more. And I was taking a walk from the middle of downtown Dallas, and I walked to Deep Ellum touch the end of Deep Ellum, and
That's a
then I
long
walk
walk.
back.
That's a long walk, brother.
And but it was soothing, and everything was like nobody is at that time. Nobody is like on the streets. Everything is boarded up. Everything is cleared out. So I was able to just take that walk, and that's what I did for my peace during that time. And
Yeah.
I remember on one of those days, I was listening to the projects, multiple of your projects, and I was like, man, I was just catching the words of like from the Most High, just spiritually, like, man, this is what it is. This is a great capsule of music. It's timeless, and it's speaking to the spirit and soul, and I can hear that translating through the music, and I felt like it was just very important to let you know that. Like, I was just like, let me call him right now. And it was one of the first times too where I was like, bro, I feel like I'm gonna be a part of what he's doing. Like, I'm already kind of a part, but I feel like I'm about to be a part of what he's doing for real, and I wanna put my energy and hands into this mix and do whatever it is that I'm being called to do.
Yeah.
So I had made that call, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's real, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's powerful. Also, me and you, we kind of had a moment like that. I don't even know if you know that we had a moment like that. So a year later, I start, pandemic, everybody had weird jobs. So we started doing AV, and I was doing it for a couple of months, and then you came on, and the homie we was working with was like, man, y'all gotta connect. Like, bro do music, and you do music, like, y'all, I'm like, shoot, yeah, bet. And you with your energy, the moment we met, bro, it's like you have this ability to be able to make people feel like family from the moment, like, y'all meet. And that's like a gifted, you know what I'm saying? Hi, Molly. Y'all, this, we family over here, so we got, you know what I'm saying? Molly want to be in, she gonna sit in with us. So, you know what I'm saying? From the moment we met, you just made it feel like, I'm like, damn, I feel like I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you was like, man, let me see some of your music, some of your stuff. And we literally on the job in a back room, dusty, nasty, doing some, you remember we all in the ceiling?
Thanks.
And you watched a video, and I'll never forget, you looked up at me and was like, bro, why are you here?
Nah, for real.
But when you said that, bro, I was at this point where, and Nunez know this, like, I was at this point where I was like, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, because, like I said, it felt like ain't nobody listening. I'm putting all this effort in, I'm doing all this work, and nobody's listening for real.
It's crazy you saying that, because I had just stepped out of that season of me saying, like, having that question, man, am I going to do this, or am I going to just hang this shit up?
Yeah.
And when in that moment, I was just like, yeah, I'm done. So, like, you were in that season. I just stepped out of that season and said, I'm done. Like, I'm not going to do it. Like, if God give me the opportunity to do it again, I'm going to do it again. But that's not my focus. You know what I mean? Me and the wife, we was like, man, we're going to start our family. And I always said, like, whenever I start my family, if I'm not grooving in this, I'm just going to let it go. Yeah,
that's crazy you say that, because you have literally been on the road with some of the most important, you not only do just regular rap, but you was huge in the Christian rap world. You've been on the road with the biggest names. Like, just who you hit the road with back then?
Opened up for Tadashi a few times, Derek Minor, been at shows with Lecrae.
Yeah.
DJ Val, I was with DJ Val for a long time. He was with Social Club.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did music for a while, man. I hit the road for the longest. Left baby at my young age. I got married young at 20, so I left the wife at home for a good season of our little marriage. So I did that for a minute. Came back home, and I was just like, man, I wasn't happy. You know what I mean? Because the church was a different vibe.
Yeah.
And I kind of got hurt and burnt. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just leave this alone, and I'm gonna go over here real quick and just start this family. Do my family thing and be good. Like, I was content.
Yeah, I understand that. So after we having a great time working our job, because at the same time we was fortunate enough to start literally making music, and we were talking music, making music on the job. Like, we would do our thing, but when we done, done. So we had time, and so we started cooking up. And I, obviously was sitting on Dream City, like, A lot of people know I've been sitting on it for a minute, just waiting for the right time. And like, bro, that's when this is 2022 now, and we like, bro, let's put this home team thing together. And so, you know, I'm like, all right, we snagged RJ already, bro was with us. We snag you, and then you bring in 2-3. You know what I'm saying? We bring in 2-3, and we make the home team compilation, you know. Tell me what y'all remember about that time of us cooking that up. Like, what was it like? Because I know all of us have different perspectives on it, so I want to know.
I was excited, to be honest. I think the emotion was, okay, I get to do this, and I get to do this with, like, people that's, like, going through the same stuff I'm going through, or they didn't already went through it, and we going through it together. You know what I mean?
That's real.
When I always did music, I felt like I was just in this box by myself. So I was creating, but then I didn't have the outlet to go to somebody and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, RJ, so many times we've been on the phone and they'd be like, oh, snap, for real? Okay, cool. You give a different outlook on what my situation is, you know what I'm saying? And I'm able to take that and go to the studio and make some good music. So I was just excited, like, to be in that scene. Like, man.
And you great at that, by the way. You like one of the people, we can have a conversation and then 30 minutes later, bro is sending us a song with the conversation. You too, you do that. Y'all do that great. Yeah. Like, y'all be so quick with it. My bad, bro. I just had to say that.
No, yeah, it just being able to speak, because I don't make music for fun, and I guess that's like my downfall in this music, the music industry, if that makes sense. I go off of my feelings. So however I'm feeling, that's what I'm gonna write.
Yeah.
I can't be no shortcut around it. No, like, oh, I'm gonna just add this in there for play. Like, no, like, whatever I'm feeling is what you're gonna get.
Yeah. One of my favorite moments was us cooking up Go For Real. You said what?
No, I was
You said what?
Bro whispered into the mic though. That's why it's funny. Bro whispered into the mic.
cut that out.
No, we live. We rolling.
Hey.
We rolling. What you remember about it, RJ?
I remember it being like a good moment for my growth personally, to step into a field with others and continuously. One of the things that I, just as a human being, bro, that I continuously work on is releasing and relinquishing control. And I feel like it was a great situation where instead of being the leader in the situation, we are leaders in our own rights, but I was coming into something that you was piecing together more so and being the glue of, and I got to meet new individuals and then learned on the fly of how to collaborate and work with these individuals. And it just caused growth to transpire. Because most of my music outside of what we did when we did the group that for that one weekend, most of my music, a lot of it is solo. Because I'm a lot like Oso when it comes down to how I produce my music. I don't just go in there and be playing around doing it for fun. It's more so emotion. It's provoked from emotions, and I get that energy and I transmute that to artistry. And that was my way of doing it. So coming into the mix, I remember coming in there and meeting Oso, and like you said, Oso, he's just gonna make you feel
family,
like
off the
family
top.
off top, which, you know, we all possess that energy anyway, but it was cool because I'm like, okay, like, I just drove to this ranch, never been here, don't know none of these folks, but I know Joseph, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm an open individual, so I'm already like, it's cool, but it's still new. And looking at the setup, it's not my typical setup. Everything is new, so it just caused me to step into a new situation and have to grow in order for things to work out and play out. And I remember just coming into a nice cohesive environment and being like, okay, this is dope. Like I'm not. It took the pressure off of doing music as well.
Damn, that's crazy.
I was like, I didn't have to focus on it as much. It's like going to the gym by yourself and coming up with your routine every day and what you're gonna do versus having a trainer. Like, I just had to come in, do what I was supposed to do in my pocket, and that's that. And I'm already elevating within my music career because it's already motion going on.
Yeah.
So I ain't got to be overworking myself within the fashion, being a person, and figuring out music and everything else. It's just like, bet. I really appreciated you taking that reins and leading in that way, because then, like I said, I just got to come in, do my little pocket, you know what I'm saying, do my percentage.
And you did that too, bro. Oh, man.
And then, bet, I just leave it to do what it's supposed to do. It took the pressure off, and I was just able to enjoy.
And y'all created freely, bro. And it's so funny. The dynamic of us is so, like, it's so different. Because you do come in with, like, that more free spirit. You know, I'm a, like, perfectionist. Y'all know that. Oso's like a perfectionist as well, but in a different way. And I remember, bro, me and you had a moment. Remember we was in Austin? It was like we had just made Go For Real. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
We were literally cooking. We were cooking, and you was in the, like, we set up the studio in this Airbnb, and we had got the beat, like, earlier that week.
Yeah.
And when we got it, I pressed play, and you literally in the car freestyling. We had to go for real. Yeah, like, we just, you know, vibing in the car, and we like, ooh, bro, we gotta lay that when we get, you know, you like, heck yeah. So we in there, we cooking food, and you over there, and you just going. We going back and forth, coming up with stuff, boom, 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 and you lay it, and you just smoked it, and you laid the verse. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. And this one was like, oh yeah, this is what RJ got, you know, he gonna go crazy. But then later that night, like, we kind of had like a little spat, because I was like, you remember, bro? Because I was like, man, like, bro, keep jumping around on ideas. He not finishing up. And that's my whole thing with bro. Is like, bro, finish an idea. Stop sending me incomplete ideas, because I can't do nothing with this. I don't know where you're going. But I don't know how you do it. You pick up on it and just be like, oh, yeah, I got it. I can't do that. And so we was like, boom, boom, boom. And that was one of the moments I had to, like, I look back and I had to check myself, because I was like, damn, bro, everybody don't create like you. Because like you said, RJ, I created in this vacuum for so long. And before I moved down here, it'd be me and CJ, and it would just be us. But he's a producer, and I'm an artist. So we like, it's a different type of collaboration versus like writer to writer, artist to artist. And so that was one of the moments was like, bro, everybody don't create like you. Like, you got to take a step back and like, yeah, like, you know, challenge the guys for everybody to bring their best. And, but like, bro, people create how they create. And that was a moment I had to learn. And then it was funny because a couple, you know, not too long after that, you was on me about like, hey, bro, relax. You putting too much pressure on yourself creatively. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, we dropped that project, and I'm super proud of it. I still go back and listen to it. You know, I think that's one of the ones that kind of flew under the radar. It did.
It's crazy because, man, I be cutting hair, and so my clients that come in, they have free range, so they can set the mood. So you come in, you on my Wi-Fi, you can connect to my TV and play music. And I got like 4 or 5 clients that come in, and like our songs be on their playlist.
Crazy.
I'm like, bro, you play this? Like, oh yeah, I downloaded it. I put it on my playlist.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm proud of that project too.
Nah, for sure.
I think I really don't think it necessarily went under the radar. I think a lot of people was very excited about Home Team and what the movement had been, and they still be excited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they ask about it. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
And they asked about it, and I was watching something, and nobody wants to be first. So like, so I don't think it went underneath the radar. I think it did what it was supposed to do, right?
Sure.
But the thing is, with this culture that these people our people have built over time, is nobody wants to be first.
Right. It got to be cool before we.
So it gotta be cool. It gotta be
by the masses. The masses have to say it's cool before we.
You know what I'm saying? And I was talking about this one of the homies. It's like they was like, man, where Burna Boy come from? I was like, man, he was selling out shows over there before he came over
15 years ago.
So when he came over here with that one single, and everybody was looking him up, and they seeing the millions of followers, they automatically got hooked. His music is dope. Same thing that happened in 6ix9ine. If anybody go watch that documentary, a lot of people don't watch stuff, but I like to get educated on stuff like that. And 6ix9ine started overseas.
Right, he popped
his management took him from over here, went overseas, dyed his hair, did all the crazy shit. And when they went over there, he blew up. So when he came over to the States, people was hooked on him. Mm-hmm. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause the following that he had. Yeah. But to go back to the project, like nobody wants to be first in this culture. Nobody want to be the first one to support. Nobody want to be the first one to invest. Nobody want to be the first one to...
At least not out loud.
Not out loud, yeah. Because everybody send a DM. No, everybody is sending them DMs.
And them text messages.
And them tell me.
They gonna call you. Hey, man,
what you say? You said that in a song, bro, that you had made after we dropped the project. You was like, we had a show out in Dallas. I ain't see you in that. Yeah. That was real talk. Yeah.
It's real. And I think that's the standpoint, like y'all done said, and I'm grateful for the words y'all spoke to me. But like y'all, you said, I treat people like family, and I want to be that first person. If I meet somebody, I don't care who it is and what they do. Like I want to be that first person to boost you up, because you don't get that. You know what I'm saying? You never know who you coming across. You never know who you invest in your time and your will to be like, man. This person, Jay might be the next Jay-Z one day. You know what I'm saying? He might own a label one day. He might be the next K out of Dallas. Like, you know, you never know. So like, I don't go off of that. Like, I don't go off of like the clout chasing this and that. No, if I genuinely, because I got homies.
Yeah, you've been around. You've been around.
Yeah, I got homies that I grow up with that do music. I'm not gonna repost their music, and I'm gonna tell them, hey, you probably need to stop doing music. Like, and that's being real though. But if I believe in you and you doing something, and I can feel it. If you make me feel something, I'm gonna be the first one to boost you. I'm gonna post you. I'm gonna tell
that's
you
a
doing
fact,
good.
bro.
I'm gonna call you and tell you doing good. I'm gonna put other people on your music. I'm gonna put other people on your fashion, no matter what. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people when they talk about RJ, they bring RJ up and they talk about the music. Oh, you still doing music? When you gonna drop that project with RJ? I mean, RJ is a talented man, and when that project drops, it's gonna drop. But that man is busy.
Not for real.
That man is busy. Yeah. That man is running a restaurant, and they don't know this, but I talk about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I talk about it so I can, people, when they look at you now, they say, oh, snap, my boy Kerry. Like, man, Kerry, I be bragging on my boy Kerry all the time. I wear his hat all the time. I'm worth my price.
Shout out to Kerry, man.
I go to church together. Y'all better go get. I got every hat, and I got a custom hat, and I wear it every day. I wear it every day because that's the homie. Like, and I want to put him on. I want him to be great, and I want him to see greatness because he deserves it. And I brag about all the people I believe in. And people, if we, as a culture, if we do that, you know how many people will be empowered?
Where does that mentality come from? Because everybody can't just support like that. As crazy as that sounds, everybody don't have the capability or the capacity to just be like, bro, I got genuine love for them and what they doing. And even if I don't get nothing out of it, I'm going to support.
You know, Lil Russell, y'all know who Lil Russell is,
sure.
Right? Instagram, baby. But him and T were on live, and she had said something, and I screen recorded it. And she was like, man, when you have, excuse my language, I can leave it out, but if you have a grown-ass nigga that's all about money, you can't change that mindset. Mm. But when your heart is geared towards people,
yeah,
you always have growth. It's unlimited growth because you're always caring about people. So I think in our culture, because I can't speak on anybody else's culture besides ours, right? Because I lived it. And in our culture, we're all about the money, looking good, looking like success, but really not successful. Mm-hmm. So we always trying to get the upper hand on people. So when you genuinely care about people, all that comes last.
Right. And
you end up being blessed with it because you genuinely care about people.
Yeah.
You know
which is how you end up cutting hair at a ball game.
No, facts. Because here's the thing, like, you know, when you genuinely care about people, people want you around.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they either want two people around. They want somebody that looks like they together, or they want somebody that's genuinely there for them.
That's a fact.
There for them. And the people that look successful don't last long.
Yeah.
You see them hopping from clique to clique, to group, to people to people, situation to situation. But when you genuinely care about people, people want you around.
That's a fact, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like that whole bowl thing was a genuine situation. And I know I'm getting off topic.
No,
but,
you good. Keep rolling.
Then I started, so I cut majority of the players at TCU, football, some basketball players, and then I do pretty much the whole male track team. And I cut the players, and then they started inviting their coaches to start getting their hair cut. So I started cutting the coaches, and that was just a genuine thing. Like, man, these players really rock with you. Like, they really rock with you.
Because that's word of mouth at that
That's
point.
word of mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, business cards is cool, promotion is cool, content is cool, but when you have people talking about you, that's the best way to get out. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way for you to be successful in whatever you're doing.
Right.
Because people genuinely care about people, right?
Facts. RJ, you like that too, bro. You did something that not a lot of people would have done. You know, we had like early 2021, we had this. And this is what makes us different. Our friendship and our brotherhood different is like we actually fool with each other outside of what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like legit, we could not do what we do. We still gonna be bros. To the point where I got dragged into coaching my son's baseball team when he was 12. And you know, like any dad, if they telling you, oh yeah, he ain't gonna be able to play unless they got a coach, you like, well, I'm a coach. I ain't never played baseball a day in my life. So in our prayer group, I just tell them, hey fellas, if y'all know somebody who played baseball, who know anything about baseball, please send them my way, because I'm going to need some prayer with this one. And RJ was like, I'll coach. I played baseball my whole life. I'm like, nigga, what? I'm like, I didn't know you played baseball, bro. He like, yeah, until I ended high school. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. So, bro, you really came and coached with me, my son's team for 2 seasons.
Every time.
Bro, every time. That's what I'm saying. Like Prince. He's like Prince.
I can be at home talking to baby about something, and I be like, man, I'm down and out about this situation. RJ, he'll call or he'll text and say the right thing. I'm like, bro, how did you
know?
I be checking the house, like, bro, he got the house tapped. He got my phone tapped. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I pray this to the Most High, man. I live in a constant state of flow, and like I said, every situation that I can, I find ways to relinquish control because I'm just understanding that I need to be the best vessel possible for the Most High, and if I listen to that, I will always be continuously on time because I'm walking the time continuum versus people, the up and down situation, more so easy.
What is an up and down situation? You mean emotionally or?
I think how you do one thing is how you do all things, right?
Shout out to Cash.
You know what I'm saying? He over there knocked out.
Slow.
That's funny. So I've always felt that way and paid attention to it, whether I'm playing ping pong, whether I'm playing basketball, football, baseball, whatever. You can see just where somebody's mental state is by how they're maneuvering in those situations and how quickly they're thinking and how their body is reacting as well.
Right.
And basically, bro, like, I like to be stable. So everything I'm doing is an even keel situation, whether that's how your speech is and your fluctuations of your voice or your emotions or your movements. And I think I take everything head on and nothing necessarily surprises me. I'm just more so like...
You're not ever surprised.
I'm like, okay, bet, we here.
No,
That was the conversation. When everything started kicking off this year, bro's reaction was like, makes sense.
look, we
I'm like, nigga, I just said we just woo. We like,
no, look,
yeah, makes sense.
Look, Jay, we in LA, and I'm almost late to miss my flight. I'm literally like, I got it. My flight is boarding, and we in standstill traffic. We all right. We good. We gonna be there. I'm like, no, stop.
No, bro,
stop,
like they're boarding
they're
right
playing
now.
Right now. He was like, no, we good. I'm telling you, it's never this bad. We're good. He gonna talk about some. Hey, he texts me. I'm like, I get there. TSA, they boot me through. He's like, did you make it? I said, yeah. He said, okay, have a good trip. I'm like, bro. It's the calmness be like eerie sometimes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's calm.
Yeah, it's like, God dang, bro, I'm about to not be able to go home.
Nah, like, you gonna get there.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there.
You gonna get there for sure.
No.
And that carries me through a lot, bro.
Yeah. So one of the things that I think is unique about our circle when you talk about home team is everybody here is multidisciplinary in something. You know what I'm saying? We've done something for a long time, multiple things for a long time, and we have a level of mastery at it, right? We have music, literally. Also, you can build an entire stage and run it. You know what I'm saying? I came into AV late. I ain't know that much about it. I was learning. But you literally, if we just dropped you off with the equipment and everything, you can build the stage, run the sound check, and do your own performance. Yeah. That's incredible. But you're also a barber, a top tier barber who's continually just getting better, growing. RJ, you make music, you do fashion, you literally run a whole you know what I'm saying, restaurant, dietary place in Compton, in one of the most prominent cities in America right now. Shoot, you was in the Not Like Us video. Y'all can see my boy in the Not Like Us. Homie, he was going in.
I would.
You know what I'm saying? So how do y'all, because I know I struggle with it, bro. I go into these trends where I was like, I want to focus more on, you know what I'm saying, design it. Or I want to, even doing this pod was this was G's idea for real. He was like, bro, what about a pod? I was like, absolutely not. Y'all know how I am.
Yeah.
I be getting tunnel vision. So how do y'all balance, just those different aspects of creativity? Or do y'all view them all as one?
Yeah.
Is it just one flow?
I think, for one, the podcast make a lot of sense for you.
Right, but I was just fighting it.
Yeah.
You know how y'all know how I am. I ain't flow like you.
Yeah, but that, I think once you do, bro, that's your last little thing. But when it comes down to it, bro, is energy. Energy is your God, and energy, if you're cleansed, that is basically being led by the Most High. So,
What? Hold on, because some people miss that. I know what you mean.
Uh-huh.
But when you say cleansed, what do you mean by that?
that means, bro, sometimes people are so cluttered because they're not making decisions and doing the inner work. And if you're doing the inner work, I like to keep my plate as clean as possible.
That's good.
When things arise, I handle them when they come, and then after that, it's cool. Now I'm flowing.
That's a bar, bro.
And then if I don't have the capacity to handle it, I just sit there. It's bro, we learn these things when we was in school. If you don't know the answer to a problem, nigga, go to the next problem. Go to the next question.
It's that simple.
It's just that simple.
We just make it.
If you have time at the end of the test, after you do the stuff that you do know, come back to the stuff you might not know with new lenses.
Yeah.
Your brain is warmed up.
You might answer a problem that's gonna help you with the problem you stuck on.
Exactly. So it's instead of just sitting in this chaotic, I don't know, it's bro, I'm gonna just go do the stuff I do know. This stuff is shining right now, and it's a light on it. Let me walk over here to it and do that, and then everything else, basically we embody all of this artistry. The artistry is never embodying us. That's how I feel. In football, Coach McGuire, shout out to Coach McGuire, he always said, don't let a moment be bigger than you. I feel like that's how niggas have lived life. It ain't no moment that's bigger than me.
That's powerful, bro. You just freed somebody up right there.
Yeah,
you just freed somebody.
Is in control, so if he's in control and I'm attached to that, then nothing over here is bigger than I.
No, yeah.
That's powerful, bro.
That's just that simple. So it's bet. When I'm being called to do something, I jump in there, I do it, and I really don't think nothing of it. And then when the window comes to where, say when I'm running the plaza in Compton, I basically put everything over here, But there's still windows where I get hit up to do a custom piece real quick. That's my window. I'm forever fashion.
Right.
It don't go away.
Yeah.
You know,
You live
when
it.
it comes to music, I'm driving to my place to live in. Also might send me a track that's right on time as I'm driving. I'm whip it up real quick, go inside, 15-minute recording session. I just did music. I'm still doing music. You know, just getting that open verse or whatever the case may be keeps that all still going in the live, still sharpening those tools within doing what I'm being called to do.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that this is a stage that's being built, so when it's time to present everything that we already are, the stage is set. And that's why I feel like if as a co-creator with the Most High, as long as you are steadily working on the things that you're supposed to be working on, you will forever exist within that realm of artistry. Like people that chase it, they're there for a little while, then they fade out.
That's a fact.
But when you're just constantly, once again, even kid walking on that time continuum, like I don't care when it happens.
I think it's
I
healthy.
don't care when it happens.
That's the thing I had to work on. My bad. So
No, I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy to step away without stop doing whatever you do. I think it's healthy. A lot of people don't listen to their inner self to clean those dishes, to step away from the plate and say, hey, I'm going to go throw this leftover away and go clean this dish real quick so I can go take care of this season that I'm about to step into. I think it's okay I think it's totally healthy to step away but without stopping what you're doing and being available for whenever that comes up in that next season, you're able to do it. A lot of people, they don't step away and they just there. And then they get burnt out,
And you
then
fixate
it's like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, and that's how I was.
Like you just looking at this water
Oh,
bottle
me.
and you just waiting for it to do something, but it's so much life going on. Like
that's how I feel. I feel like that's kind of where, and y'all know how I am.
Yeah.
I can get so locked into something that I'm like, I'm just chipping away at it. So even like doing this show is like me being like, all right, this is what I told God going into this new year. The gifts that he's given me, I'm not going to pick and choose which ones I
What
use
do
and
with
wear.
it. Oh, me, facts. You
And the crazy thing, right? But you gotta understand where I come from though. Like that basketball mentality is so ingrained, bro. You cannot be great at basketball and you trying to do a million different things. Like it's just not gonna happen. That's the way I was taught. And so in my mind, it's like, no, you have to have singular focus. But who's to say using all your gifts isn't singular focus if your focus is the purpose?
Indeed.
Facts.
And
that's
the,
biblical.
right, facts,
if you
facts.
can
If
sustain
you was
it.
given the 5 seeds, and you
100%,
didn't use-
bro.
and you didn't use all of them.
And that's my birth. That's the put your talent to work or your life was in vain.
Indeed.
And I wasn't living it.
Because, like, how I look at it, even for Oso, when it comes down to it, if he didn't, like, step away from music to pick up the Clippers and do what he doing, he wouldn't be in this situation with TCU right now. And I've always felt like, bro, that when you're listening and just going, because people forget to live the life. Like, you got to live the life and love the life that you live.
That's
and
good.
instead of trying to create what you think of how it's supposed to look, the abundance, because that's what we were talking about earlier. Some people is closed-minded and some people are abundant. And when you're closed...
Oh, whoa. Boop. We got to put time out. Not closed-minded and open-minded.
Yeah.
Closed-minded and abundant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you... That's why he can be the way he is and so open and inviting with people, is because he's abundant. When you was asking, like, what makes you be able to do that? It's because the abundance mindset says it's enough for everybody. You feel me?
Oh, you talking
But
about
when,
it.
but when you just worried
Yo,
about
it is.
where you at, it's just like it ain't enough room. So you can't even break out that shell and grow. It get tough. It get hard in there. It get claustrophobic in there.
And that's such a going back to what you said earlier also, that's such a counterculture way of thinking, right? Especially as a people where we have always not had enough. So we have a scarcity mindset that goes back generationally. And so we're scared to give like anything in the but I can't give you my support
Well,
in a
here's the
bunch
thing.
because I don't think I got enough
It's not
capacity
even
for it. Or
9 times out of 10, it's not even that. We be in that shell and so closed off, and we be trying to get things done, but we can't get it done because we in the dark. We don't want to see somebody else win.
yeah, that's a fact.
We don't want to see nobody else win. Like, bro, if I can't do it, why can't you do it?
Yeah.
Why? Like, why? Nah, bro, we not finna let you win. I can't win.
And here's a real,
I can't finna-
here's a
like-
real what do you call it? Analogy for it is what happened this past year.
Yeah.
Like everything that happened with me and with us this year, it was like as soon as stuff started cracking off, it was I didn't even have to say nothing. It was like everybody just kind of got in formation and we was like Mighty Ducks flying V. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, hey, Oso, we got boom, boom, boom. All right, bet. I'll be there. I'll be at this. Hey, Nunez, all right, bet. I'm here. G, we got RJ, if you hear it or whatever, like, hey, just call me, just tell me, keep me posted, boom, boom, boom. Like, it was like we all lined up in the flying V and being like you say, makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But that's real love and support, and I know for a fact we will all do that for each other in every single way. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been doing it. Like, we've been doing that. We've been on that type of time, whether it's you bringing Oso out to L.A. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's L.A. There's a billion, but I know barbers in L.A. right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But for you to be like, nah, I'm going to get bro on out here. Like, I'm going to bring bro out here, open the doors for him, and he out there chopping and going crazy, building up his profile. You don't got to do that, bro. But that's going back to what you said. That's that abundance. That's that there's more than enough. Yeah. Like, there's enough food, there's enough opportunity, there's enough love for all of us here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's fine.
And when you in that constant state of mind, bro, it allows you to flow different because you ain't looking over your shoulder and all this other shit. You just going. And it's like if you was walking in the field of death, wherever you walk, life begins to rise. So that's the illusion or the imagery that I see when I think about the abundance mindset versus scarcity. If you walk into a place of scarcity and then all of these things start blooming, eventually the scarcity people, they might out of greed and all of that come and start trying to pick the stuff that you got going on. But even if I stopped and while they was doing that, and now I'm stopping and now I'm looking at them doing that, it's taken away from me continuously walking. Bro, it's so abundant that you can start doing that. I'm going to keep walking, and it's still enough for everybody else to still come over here. While you over there going through your little, eventually you're going to look up like,
oh, it's more.
Like, they eating over there.
Like, you're going to look up and you done got all of this, but it's still so much around you that you just got to drop it because you look stupid. You look
stupid doing all that.
You look stupid. It's so much over here that you ain't got to be in that mindset no more. And I feel like that's the best way to break those dynamics is to stay abundant no matter what is going on. Like, bro, we're not getting trapped in that. Yeah. Like, and,
man, it's crazy too because it's like you say, how do you, man? When we surround ourselves with the like-minded people, you just stay fueled, bro. It's like you just energized.
I promise you, bro. When I tell you I look forward to coming to sit down in your chair, bro. Like it be, and we done had some conversations because you know how like this year has been like a real roller coaster for me, and like them moments where we just sit in that chair, bro. Like I done cried in that chair this year. Shoot, we done cried together while you pay. You know what I'm saying? When I'm like, bro, I feel like I don't know if I can, like after all these highs of highs this year, and for things to go the way they went, I was like, bro, I don't know if I got it in me no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on some real, like, I was like, bro, I don't think I can no more. Like, I can't do that again. Like, it's making me a little, you feel me? Because,
I just talked to Carrie not too long ago about this, and it was like, man, if I call you my homie, I need to be vulnerable.
Right.
Like, you know, if I call you my homie, if I call you my brother, I need to be vulnerable. Because I need you to check me and make sure I'm in a good space. And then it needs to be vice versa as well. If you my homie and you're not vulnerable with me, bro, I don't want you around. Because you're not being real.
So
you know
real is vulnerability.
Yeah, you're not being real. Like, bro, there's no reason why you should be coming around smiling 24/7 around me. I'm gonna think something off.
Because that's not human.
That's not human.
Right.
Yeah, like, you know, when I met RJ, right? Like, yeah, it was love. You know what I'm saying? I made him feel welcome. But me and this man just sat and talked about some things. He didn't listen to me cry. He didn't listen to me mourn because I done lost something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you can't do that with your brothers, that's not your brother.
Mm.
And it's like, it's like, to go back to the whole thing with fuel, like, man, those people that don't fuel you and you don't fuel them, or if you're the only person fueling that person, they tend to fade. Look how many people that's in the season of us that
has 3 years.
That's
Or
respectfully
5 for me and RJ.
Respectfully,
3.5 for
it's
us.
still love.
Yeah,
you know
all
what I'm
love.
saying? Like I don't hate any of the guys that we've been around that's not around now.
Mm-hmm.
But when you genuinely locked in with somebody, they stick.
Yeah.
And if they not genuinely
When there's no,
right,
when there's no, when you're not looking for an ROI.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that ROI can be, it don't just got to be money.
Yeah.
It can be, yeah.
bro, I went to this is funny. This is gonna be funny when this comes out. I went to barber school and the teacher wouldn't even teach me nothing. Because he was intimidated.
Because you was already
I
born.
would ask him questions, I'll take the test, read the book. I'm in there, I'm like, hey man, like you gave me this test, but the answer was this, but in the book it's saying this. Man, just read the chapter, whatever's in the chapter, go by it. How can I go by when your test, we get in arguments, right? My little brother that's been cutting since he was 11 years old taught me how to cut hair. When you have people genuinely in your corner, they gonna make sure you're gonna be good in every season in your life. I'm talking about, man, I had Jordan. Shout out to my brother.
Shout out to Jordan.
Shout out to my brother Jordan. I would have him on my ring light with my phone posted up on the ring light, and he'll tell me, hey, take the 2 guard and flick up. Or, hey, take that 1 guard and go down on the 1 guard right here. Like, he would teach me, he taught me how to cut hair. But I went to barber school, and the dude was intimidated because he was in that shell.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking up, and he didn't want to teach me nothing. And so it's like when you genuinely have people in your corner, you're going to always be, like, you always going to meet the Osos. You're going to always meet the RJs. You're going to always meet the JJs. And they're going to stick around. And if they not genuine, and they don't got that fuel to fuel themselves, to fuel others, they going to eventually fade off. Mm-hmm. And they're going to be over there.
They still in the field. They just
still in the field.
They just not like
And it's such
walking right there next to you.
And it's such a foreign concept to be able to love people from a distance. Like, but I feel like we can genuinely say with how things have went for us, no matter who's here and who's not, it's legit all love. Mm-hmm. Like, not a malice bone, like, not a nothing, like, it's just all love.
And if we ain't got it, we're going to figure it out together.
And we've done it.
and we've
done it.
Like, okay,
yeah.
Okay, cool. All
We've
right,
done
that's
it.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Nah, fact.
All right.
No, that's real, bro. That's real. So let's I want to talk about, that was crazy. I didn't know we was going to go there, but I love it. That's spirit-led for sure. Let's talk about some of the music stuff. What do you think a staple home team record is? Like, of all the stuff that we have out, what do you think is like, this is a staple home team record? Like the one you gonna play for the homies to be like, this is a home team record.
Red leather for sure. And then
Roses in my leather, yeah.
Roses in
Boy,
my
you
leather.
smoked that verse, boy.
And then gang activities.
For real?
On that note, I think for sure Feed the Babies. I think is just a big record over time as you look at it and just know what it stands for. And then knowing the story behind it and how everybody but me had children. Hey, and it's like
He threw that in there quick.
Hey, bro.
So subtle too.
hey,
Everyone but me.
That he know of. No, I'm just playing.
Nah, facts.
hey, I wear my hat.
Nah.
With my raincoat on. And then if I don't put my raincoat on, I make sure.
Brother, hey, man. Brother, hey.
All right, we good.
Brother, hey. Brother. Back to the song.
I think Feed the Babies is one, man. I love Feed the Babies outside of the record because of what it's done. Like, and I say outside the record is because it's like my nieces and nephews, they play it, bro. Like it's like a theme song for me. Whenever they know Uncle Marion coming, like I walk in the house with Feed the Babies, Feed the Baby. And they dance and sing it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, for real, that was, I had been sitting on that beat. And I'm glad I was gonna segue to this song, but I'm glad y'all did it for me. I was sitting on that beat for probably 2 years. I made it I had that beat, or Da Vinci made that beat around the time we was making Dream City. And I knew it was something, I just didn't know what. But then that phrase, Feed the Babies, just had come in my head. And so when we had met, when I finally listened to your music, it was like after a couple days of us like, you know, working together.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this nigga's cold. Like, cause what catches my ear is tone. And like tone control, because tone control means that you not new to this, that you like know what you doing, and that immediately caught my ear. Was like, oh, he got phenomenal tone, and he knows what he's like. He knows what he's looking for, what he's doing. So I was like, hey, bro, I got this idea about Feed the Babies. What you think? He was like, play the beat. We back here in this back basement roof thing, dirty, dusty wires everywhere. I play the beat from my phone. And, Feed the baby, feed the baby. He just started mumbling. I'm like, oh yeah, this gonna be crazy. And so, bro, you go home, you lay the hook. I'm like, oh my God, you like, I'm gonna redo it. I'm like, no, bro, no, don't redo it. Like, y'all know how I am. I get demoitis. Yeah. I'm like, nah, bro, it's so perfect, it's so perfect. Literally, almost a year before we actually finished the song, because in 2-3 lays his verse. I still hadn't written my verse because the words just hadn't come to me yet. 2-3 bodies his verse. 2 pistols like Lord Croft kills it. I'm finally able to get the verse out. And when we sat back in that studio and we listened to that song, I still got that video on my phone. We might have to put that video in here. Like, when we all sat there and we listened to it, like, bro, all our reactions was like, oh man, this is a different type of energy. And then that was confirmed when we did that listening at Skybox. Shout out to Dev at Skybox. Like when we did that listening at Skybox, everybody loved all the songs, but when we got to that one, and it's such an unorthodox, it's not a teed up record, it's not none of that.
I was just about to say that. Like the beat algorithm on it is like, it's not a normal beat.
Nah, it's different.
It's not something like you would be like, oh, I want to listen to that. But it's like, you hear the full product, and it's like, oh wow,
and it's very easy to chant, and it's so positive. So you get to chant positivity, and then after that, it do become somehow people are mosh pitting while saying "feed the babies." Yeah. Like we so turned up about feeding the babies.
It's crazy. No, they was literally like, "Feed the babies, feed the babies," like feed the babies, feed. I'm like, oh, I did not see that for this. Yeah. It's crazy. And then it came to a combination of us doing the video. The video was fun as hell. We was down there in the sewers. What that lady say to me?
What you doing with the wings?
RJ was on them damn roller skates.
Nah, God. Why was I doing that?
Hey, bro, what I didn't know is that we was going into a homeless community down there. I didn't even know that was down there. Boy, we get down there.
And that room smell like piss.
I'm talking about it's shit in the hallway. It's piss puddles all over here. Man. Hey, we like, man, you remember doing that? We like, bro, what is going on down here? Nah, it was fun though, man. Man, fellas, I just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. I love y'all so much. I'm inspired by y'all. And I'm grateful to have y'all as, brothers. My wife absolutely loves y'all. She get on me every time I get on the phone with Oso, cause he talking bad to me, but she don't never hear when she only hear it when I go at him. But she love y'all. My babies love y'all. And I'm just grateful to have y'all as friends and brothers, you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all made some sacrifices to get here today. So I appreciate y'all doing that, man. And I love y'all, man.
Nah, for sure, brother. Appreciate you, man. We'll sacrifice, whatever you want to call it. We'll do that again and again. It's just really making time, creating time and space to be able to sit down and create more memories. Because we talking about memories right now. Some I'm so detached from already that I be forgetting about until we talk about it. But, you know, it's all about we still walking
Like that
forward.
baseball game?
Yeah. What happened at the baseball game?
You don't remember when we was playing baseball? Bro.
What happened?
You don't remember? You don't remember when we was playing the baseball game at the park when we did the home team barbecue?
Oh.
You don't remember? You don't remember how y'all lost?
Oh, what?
Y'all, neither one of y'all remember?
Nah.
All right, well, we just gonna leave it there.
We tease y'all up. Stop playing.
Huh?
That's
We
crazy.
tease y'all up. Stop playing.
Y'all lost.
How
Matter of
did
fact,
it
Cash got you out.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
Bro,
You tried to
Cash
steal
is
it.
out right
He's
now.
out right now.
He out like figuratively and like in real life.
Out right now. All right, but fuck what you talking about. We grateful.
My bad.
You know what I'm saying, and thankful, and hopefully we get to do this again too. Like
We gotta take it to Compton.
Yeah, I mean we can take it to Compton.
We gotta bring
for
Joseph Live to
That's-
Compton.
That's easy. That's easy. Getting ready to lock in this deal when the new year starts, so I can buy the plaza, own it. I ain't gotta worry about no BS. So we can make concrete plans and don't have to worry about if we're gonna be here, not be here. About to solidify that in January, which is why I extended my stay here because I closed it down until February.
Yeah.
So I could be doing the admin, business calls and stuff, but still be here versus having to rush to go to Compton, or to Los Angeles. So yeah, within that time frame, bro, if we come in here and do another one of these and just have it for later down the road or something, I don't know. That'd be cool.
Might have
Something,
to.
I don't know.
Well, we here, man. We here. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for all that Oso and Jones got coming. Music, clothes, haircuts, all of it. Y'all stay tuned. And we thank you for tuning in to another episode of Joseph Live, where the story is the name. We'll see y'all. Home team or no team, baby.
Yeah, let's get to it. I say a prayer and I get to it. If it's a problem, we get to it. Never know hating, we get to it. I took an L, had to get to it. I overcame what I've been through. If it's a problem, we get to it. Never know hating, we get to it. Let's get to it.